Hello. In this video, I'm gonna talk about like a feature of Thai sort that people don't really get about it, and I just want people to get like to learn more about it and getting to know why the sword have a round handle. And I have a lot of examples here with me, but most of the sword I already saw it, so I kept what's mine, and some of the rest are at the shop. So this is what we have. For example, let's get like a really basic one out first. So these are really typical models you can see in like cheaper model sort. These are like just normal wood core scabbard and normal handle and a rattan wrap. So why are these things like round handle? It's really round. You can see it. Round. It's round handle. The way is as referring to Matt Easton video. The way it is made round is actually really easier to make a round handle than like shaping an oval handle. There's a few oval handle, oval handle, and like egg-shaped handle. Those work really well, but they have different character to its character and how it flow in your hand when you use it. So I'm just gonna make like a few examples of like a round handle for you to see first, and like how you are supposed to grip it, how you supposed to use the sword with a round handle. This is my opinion. This is what I learned. So you watch it, you take it, and we can discuss over it. And if you like it or not, or it doesn't work for you, that's okay, because round handle, oval handle, anything works if you can train with it. But this is what I do, and this is what I have been taught before. So a round handle is round. There's nothing really is to it. You can spin it really fast, really slow, and the way it's handle, as you can see, it's round, right? So there's really no like indicator to it to get like a, you want to know the edge, you want to know the back side, you want to know the side of the blade. There's really no like technical indicator to it because it's round, and because this one is also like a really basic sample of a round handle, so there's nothing to tell it. But if you actually handle this type of sword, you can feel you're doing something wrong. If you like turn it sideways and having the edge up and turning it, I can feel that I'm doing something wrong. And these types of sword, typically they tend to shoot the blade upward because of how it's shaped. It's very similar to katana. If you do it, it's gonna turn the blade upward, but not every sword is gonna react this way. Some swords just gonna stay flat, and that's okay. For myself, I like this type of blade. I have this kind of balance, but it's just different shape, different designs work differently. We work around it. So there's really no indicator to it when you're spinning it, but when you flow through it, you can really feel how the edge is supposed to be when you cut with it. But if I turn it sideways and just cut with it, it just felt wrong in the hand. It's just like the way it shifts, the way it's cut the air. You turn it, I cut it, and I turn. I already feel on the first cut that it's like how it's supposed to be. It's not going right. Yeah, I can feel it. But people haven't tried. They can't really tell. This something like you have to really feel it to get to know. And in my opinion, round handle is really good when you're doing this type of flow, like when you're throwing it around. The round handle really like help itself in your hand to turn around, because round is easy to flow in your hand. Okay, and let me get like a few other sort out. So this one is a little bit more decorative, and it still have a round handle because I like it that way. I have this one made just for me with a different type of blade to it. So this one really show like different thing with round handle. This one still turn upward, and these are like wrap here. It's used to reinforce the handle, but it's also like an indicator to it. In some cases, I can wrap these to tell which side I am like holding, but I don't really mind with this one, this model. I just have it wrapped normally. And but additionally, not only you can do this wrap, but there's other handle that I can show you later. You can wrap like a grip here. You can see the pattern, right? You can wrap a pattern here. Leave is like bare here, and I can wrap a pattern here. That's when you like feeling it. You can feel that you're grabbing it here. They do not grab something here, and you grab another layer of strip here, and you can tell just by feel by you're grabbing it. That's like how you can mark the handle in itself. And this one is the same. It's round handle, so I'm controlling it around easily. Just to show you, it doesn't make much difference if it's round handle. It's round, you can use it like you can get 5 slots. It's round handle, you can just use it. It's that easy, at least for me, because I'm trained in Thai sword for like over 10 years. It just go naturally for me. Now we go into like a bit of an oval handle, and what I'm talking about, like marking the handle differently, can give you different feel on the handle. So this is also my personal sword. It's really light one, so it's super fast. That fast. It's like 400 grams. So this thing have different marking to the handle. You can see there's a wrap up front, there's a wrap here, and there's a wrap at the back of the handle. That's so I can know when I'm gripping it, when I'm cutting really fast and I just want to change the grip. Right. So what does it mean? We have long handle. This one is about like 11-inch long handle. And how that's supposed to work? Normally we can grab this in 3 areas. You can grab it up high, you can grab it lower, you can grab it almost at the end of the handle if you have a longer tang. Actually, you can grab at the back of the handle, but if it doesn't have a long tang, you probably might break it. But a lot of antique that have long handle, people just grab the end of the handle and just whack with it. They don't care. If they break it, they get a new one. They break the handle, they put in a new one. That's easy. It's just usable. It's reusable. It's supposed to be. You just, if you break it, you go and make a new one. You grab, put the blade in, and then you change the handle. That's how it's supposed to be here, at least from what I understand and what I have talked with a lot of antique collectors and people that's actually learning this stuff. So that's what our opinion is. So back to the stripping on the mark handle. So as you can see, there's a marking, right? So I can grab it here. I can know from my feeling that I'm grabbing at the front, and I can know from the balance as well that I can grab at the front, and then I can change. I can switch my blade here, right? Switch. I can make it longer. I can make it shorter. I can make it longer again. As you can see when I'm doing this move, I can even switch hand and grab a longer handle. And the marking really helped me with indicating where I'm handling the sword itself. And it's also just a strip that strengthens the handle and just wrap around the tang. So how are you supposed to grip this thing? Normally these have a really long tang. Just going to grab like a magnet for you. Usually what I have for sale is usually have like a tang that go halfway through the handle or all the way, depending on what model I'm selling and what it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to feel. So most of the sword you're gonna see is gonna have about 5 to 7-inch tang. So there's right around here, halfway across the handle. You can see the stripping mark. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to grab. If you want the blade to feel very, very light in your hand, you want to grab up by the handle, and you want to just do like a normal saber grip, 3 finger tight, 2 finger relaxed, so you can shake the handle, not going up tight. So using this stand, and you can shake the blade out, or you can whip it out, and this gives you the best feel of balance, because with all the weight up front and all the weight in the back to like balance the blade, it really helps shooting that thing out. But if I grip backward, I feel a little bit slower. Now it's front heavy. There's not a lot of weight helping me in the back to counterbalance. But what I gain is I gain distance. And the longer you grip, the higher, the more weight forward is gonna be, right? And now it's gonna just feel like I'm gripping a saber, because that's what it's supposed to be as well. So this one is like 24-inch blade, right? I grab it here, it's 24-inch. I grab it here, it's turned into like a 28-inch sword. I grab it here, it's turned into like a 31-inch sword. So let me grab like a measuring tape, so to just show you what I'm talking about. Let me see. Yeah, 24-inch blade here, and from the 24 I grab it to the midsection. Now we're talking a 29-inch blade, and if I grab the back of the sword, now I can extend my reach to about 33. So that's how you're supposed to use this type of handle. And what I would recommend is you can grip in these 2 areas. We want to grip, if you want like usable balance, not too forward, not too saber-like, and you don't want to break the handle, what I would recommend is grab it up here, or grab it by the end of the tang. You mean like you want to grip a part of the tang and a part of the handle on like in the middle of your palm, so you can if you don't want to break the handle, or you still want to like a really good balance, that's how you do it, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. And let's try like a really, really elaborated handle. And this one is also round as well, and a lot of replica. I probably gonna be most replica in the market right now making round handle, and all the authentic like antique for this model is round as well. This supposed to be round handle, is that's the way it's supposed to be. So what's the difference on this thing? This one actually have all the way tang all the way to the back. So it's really weird, because not a lot of Dha or Thai sword have this long tang. It's really rare to have this long tang. It is. So this one is about like 10-inch long tang. You can beat 9, 8, 10. Normally it's 6, 7, or like halfway here. But this one is supposed to be this way. It's from a lot of antique. It's supposed to be this way. They have a long handle, they have short handle. Tang, they have long hand, they have short tang. Depends on how you want the blade to feel in your hand. But we want to make this model super strong, so we have long tang and a really wide blade to accommodate that. So a really long tang and a really elaborate handle. As you can see, this is cast nickel silver, and this thing is sharp. I mean, like it's really sharp at the angle on here. It's sharp because you're not supposed to grip it up here. It looks like you want to grip it up here, but that's not how this one was designed. You can see we call it like a lookout. What is called like a glass. You can call it like a marble or ring. Yeah, this ring here is a gripping indicator, and the handle wrap here is where you're supposed to grip. This is a gripping indicator and a gripping indicator. So what does that mean? So if I grip it on the first area here, like I told you before, you can grip 3 areas, right? You want your 2 first finger, index and middle fingers, to be just grabbing here, and the rest of the finger that's generating a lot of power and be grabbing at the rope area. So that's where you want to grab it. So now this is a 24-inch blade, but you actually have to be grabbing it out here. So that's extend it to about like 26, 27 inch already. So that's how you're supposed to use it, and it's very intriguing and really like obscure, because the opponent doesn't really know if you're gonna grab it up here. You can grab it up here, and it's gonna be 24 inch. You're supposed to grip it up here in this model because it was designed to be gripped at the ring here. It's gonna be 26 inch. You can slide it back, and I can feel the ring. I can grip it up here, or I can grip it higher. It's an indicator on the handle, so I can hit it with the pinky, or I can hit it with around like index, and I know where I am because I know my body, right? I know I'm gripping it with the index finger, so I'm gripping it up there. I'm gripping it with the middle finger, pinky. I'm feeling I'm gripping it up here, and if I slide down, now I'm gripping at the rope, right? So now I know I'm gripping below all of this, and if I grab all the way down, this one is like it's a lotus shape, so this one is flare out, so you know you're gripping at the end of it, and it's flare out, so you're not like losing the grip. It's not gonna be like a big here and it's getting narrow and it's too small. It's gonna be like a big and it's curved down. It's just gonna curve upward again. That's how the handle is supposed to be, like this out trainer. You can see this flare up here. It's narrow down. It's flare up again. That's how it's supposed to be. And it's a hand stopper in your hand as well. So back to the gripping, you can grab it up here. I can know I'm grabbing it where I want it. If I want, like I'm in a shorter area, I need like faster shot, I can grab it up here. Now he's going back. I know he's going back. I can grab it at the back and I can just shoot it out and hit the guys. And that's how like the handle is supposed to work on here. I'm not really cares much about like this is gonna be the end. I'm gonna conclude it, at least in my opinion. I've trained in this so much. I'm not really care about like it's gonna be oval, it's gonna be round, it's gonna be like an egg-shaped handle. They have its own use and like advantage. A round handle, I can really twirl this thing in my hand, and I can feel the edge where I want it because I'm training it, and it's not that hard to getting used to. But the only downside to this round handle is that if you cut like a really thick target, like a whole torso, it tend to like sliding off course of the cutting angle a little bit. That's what I found through like all my training. Oh shit, the magnet just sticking to my sword. And that's how round handles tend to be. And if you get like a oval handle here, it's a little bit oval, it's a little bit shaped on the side. It is naturally it's index the edge, right? But it doesn't make much difference. But for me personally, with like an oval handle like this, I really can twirl this thing. Even though it's look in camera like I can do it really well, but I can't spin this thing around like 100% as well with a round handle. I would say I can twirl like oval handle at about like maximum at like 80-85% of what I can do in a round handle. Maybe it's not because I'm not trained really well, or because I'm just bad, I don't know. But I feel that oval handle tend to not spin really well when you rotating it in the hand. But the upside is you can feel where the edge is anywhere, anytime when you're cutting, and that's a really good thing. And it's okay because we offer like round and oval handle, and people can pick it up whatever they want, right? And it's just up to the individual. So that's just the way thing is. And about the cutting angle, round handle, you cut and it's just like tend to go sideways a little bit. With oval handle, that's not gonna be that problem. But for me, like the outside, it just doesn't feel right for me in the hand. And let me see, back to like training weapon. Training weapon is probably gonna have like round handle or just like rectangle, because it's just easy to train with this thing, and it's just easier. If you're training with like round handle, it's just harder to train. But if you're training a lot, like you train all day, getting like to align to an edge, at the end of the day of training is really hard. I've been there. So trainers, oval handle, better I think. And let's get the last one. This one got a little bit of like it's oval. I think it's like more oval triangle. I really like this one because it's actually round here, but it's flare upward in the back of the hand, and it's turned round. Well, it's round, then there's a turn oval, and flare up. So I can grab it here if I want to clear up area, and I can extend my hand and I know where I'm gripping. So there's another way you can like do the handle on this type of thing. And that's just my 2 cents on the handle. Round, oval, what's better? I don't know. It's just like it's just the way thing is. I've been using this thing. I've been seeing like round handle like since the beginning, since I see Thai sword. Everything just comes like with round handle. Not a lot of, maybe like 1 in 20 sword you see oval handle. And it's just the way thing is. It's just people make round sword, round handle. We just use round handle, and I can use it well, so I don't really care. But that's my 2 cents, and that's my thought on it. And I don't know if people is gonna watch through the end of the video, but I'm just gonna post it anyway. And that's the methodology and my opinion on the round handle of Thai sword or Dha in general. And that's just the way things are. Bye bye.